Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're here, chances are you're either preparing for the NCLEX or maybe feeling a bit overwhelmed with everything that's riding on this one big exam. It's totally normal to feel the pressure. Passing the NCLEX isn't just about knowledge, it's about strategy. And today we're going to talk about some of the biggest mistakes you might be making that are actually holding you back from your goal. Avoiding these common pitfalls can be the difference between passing and having to retake. Trust me, you don't want to skip this one. Before we dive in, let me tell you, I know what it feels like to be in your shoes. There's this combination of excitement and anxiety that just doesn't seem to go away. I've worked with countless students who had all the potential but just needed to break a few bad habits to finally cross the finish line. So, if you're frustrated or feeling stuck, know that it's not you. It's just that you might be going about it the wrong way, and we're here to fix that. All right, let's jump in. Mistake number 1, overloading on content without strategy. Many students think that reviewing more content means they're better prepared, so they try to memorize every single piece of information, going from textbook to textbook, video to video. But the NCLEX isn't just testing what you know, it's testing how well you can apply that knowledge. Instead of cramming, shift your focus to critical thinking and understanding how to break down complex questions. And this isn't just my advice. Research shows that when we try to absorb too much information at once, we end up retaining less. Focused, strategic study sessions are way more effective. In my course, I actually lay out specific study plans that can help you avoid this trap and make sure every minute you spend studying counts. Mistake number 2, ignoring test-taking techniques. Now, I know this doesn't sound as exciting as learning new material, but the NCLEX has its own language, and knowing how to speak it is crucial. There's a strategy to answering each question, even if you're not 100% sure of the answer. This includes things like eliminating wrong answers quickly, understanding keywords, and not falling for distractors. Just learning these techniques can boost your confidence immensely. In fact, a lot of my students who felt they didn't have enough knowledge actually ended up passing because they mastered test-taking skills. If you're interested, I cover these techniques in detail in my NCLEX prep program, which really breaks down how to think like the test. Moving on to mistake number 3, not practicing under real test conditions. The NCLEX is as much about mental endurance as it is about knowledge. If you're practicing in a relaxed environment or taking breaks between questions, you're not truly preparing yourself for the real thing. The actual test can take hours, and it's a totally different experience when you're there under time pressure. I recommend setting up a test-like environment at least once a week leading up to your exam. This way, you train yourself to stay focused and manage stress over a long period. Again, if you're interested, my program includes realistic NCLEX simulations, so you're fully prepared for the actual day. Here's another big one, not reviewing your mistakes effectively. It's not enough to just go over the questions you missed. You need to understand why you missed them. Was it a knowledge gap, a test-taking error, or maybe even just nerves? Pinpointing these issues is what leads to real improvement. This is where my program really shines. I teach my students a proven method for analyzing mistakes that helps them identify patterns and avoid making the same error again. It's like having a personal coach who spots your weaknesses so you can turn them into strengths. All right, and lastly, mistake number 5, letting anxiety control the process. The NCLEX is a big deal, no doubt, but when anxiety takes over, it clouds your judgment and affects your performance. It's so important to have strategies to keep calm and focused, not just during your study sessions, but especially on test day. I always recommend incorporating mental wellness practices into your prep. This could be meditation, deep breathing exercises, or even just practicing a positive mindset. And don't worry if you don't know where to start. I guide my students through these practices so they're not only prepared academically, but also mentally. All right, that wraps up the 5 most common NCLEX mistakes that could be holding you back. I hope this has been eye-opening. Avoiding these pitfalls can drastically improve your chances of passing. But remember, you don't have to do this alone. If you're ready to take your NCLEX prep to the next level, check out my NCLEX prep program by DMing me on Instagram at NCLEXRN to get more details. It's designed with proven strategies, in-depth simulations, and personalized guidance that's helped so many students just like you pass the NCLEX with confidence. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here, and share this with someone you know who might be struggling with NCLEX prep. You've got this, keep going, stay focused, and I'll see you in the next video.